Hello there, Hamster Hangout Book Club members. Oh my goodness, there we have such a fun, exciting activity for Thursday night, Friday. Um, this is a PBS Learning Media web exploration, and there is a lot of reading involved, but it's not super uh, intense as far as answering questions. It's really just an exploration. It's super fun. So if you follow the link that I sent you that's posted on our Hamster Hangout classroom stream, you're going to look for this button that says launch, and it will launch you into the interactive web quest. Oh, my computer's going a tiny bit slow, so just give it a second. Here it is, and this is what you will see. And this one's called Animal Survivors, and you can see we are on page 1 of 21. And it says, making comparisons and using cause and effect can help us to learn and understand the things we read. Get ready to hunker down with some hermit crabs, practice making comparisons, use cause and effect, and learn about physical features and adaptations that help all kinds of living creatures survive. Oh, I'm so into learning about animal adaptations and what helps them when they're in the wild. This is going to be so much fun. So then you'll click the next arrow, and it says get ready to read and learn. To get started, turn the page and watch a short video. And so you will go to the next page, and there is a video clip called Biome Buddies. You're going to click on that, and it's going to take you to that video. After you watch the video, you'll click to page 4, and it says, let's learn more. Select the hermit crab next to the paragraph your child feels most confident reading. So on here, I'm giving you the choice because these are, semi-tricky. I would love for you to try to be somewhere in this pink hermit crab range. But if you feel like you want to make sure that you're, you know what I mean, you're not being too overly challenged, you can start out with orange. And if it seems too easy, you can always go back and go to the pink crab. But I'm going to click on the pink crab because I think we can do this. So I'm clicking on the pink crab, and it's taking me into my reading. It says, read about hermit crabs and animal adaptations. When you've finished reading, click continue. So down here is where we're at, and it says hermit crabs are survivors. Hermit crabs may not look very pretty or seem very smart, but they seem to be very good at surviving. Now I'm going to stop, and I'm going to ask myself, I wonder if this one's a little too challenging, if I should go back and choose the orange crab. I think this is great for you guys, but I want to make sure that you're comfortable in what you're choosing. So I'm going to go back to where are we at? Page 4. Here's the orange crab. It's actually on page 6. So if we're in the orange crab, which was a little bit less difficult of a choice for us, it's going to change the text to be a little bit more manageable. So you do have that option. So this kind of changed some of the text, but it still gives us good information. Hermit crabs are survivors. Hermit crabs may not look very pretty or seem very smart, but they seem to be very good at surviving. Hermit crabs must protect their soft bodies so they cannot be easily squished or become a tasty treat for other sea creatures. Hermit crabs make their homes inside empty shells of past critters. And just like humans, when a hermit crab outgrows its home, it moves into a larger home. The hermit crab shell house is an example of an adaptation. Adaptations help living things to survive. Many animals have special functions or body parts. These are physical adaptations. For example, birds like eagles and owls have sharp, curved beaks for eating meat. Songbirds have small, flat beaks for eating seeds and berries. Camels have humps for a reason. Their humps help them survive in the desert with little water. Blowfish are called blowfish because they can puff up their bodies when threatened to look bigger and scarier than they really are. Some animals use learned behaviors to help them survive. Animals like penguins, elephants, and fish may live in families, herds, or schools. In these larger groups, these animals can more easily distract their enemies. Adaptations are amazing. Now that you know about adaptations, it's your turn. Try to name other animals that use adaptations. Do you remember at the top when it said after we read, we click continue? Well, look, here's that word continue. So we're going to click on it. Ooh, highlight. This reminds me of a fun skill we've used before. It says highlight it. Touch the highlight button below the level you just read. Highlight the words that help explain the main idea. So we just read the orange text, so we're going to click highlight it. And we're looking for, it says highlight the words. Let me show you that. Highlight the words that help explain the main idea. Do you remember how we've been working so much on summaries and summarizing and looking for the most important information? The main idea has a lot to do with that. The main idea is the main topic or purpose of the writing. So what the writing is mostly about. So if I was looking in here, I want to kind of clear out of my choices the small details. I don't want the small details right now. I want to think about what it is mostly about. And a lot of times the main idea is found towards the front or the beginning or the top of the text or the article. So I'm probably going to find, not always, but I'm probably going to find my main idea somewhere in the first paragraph. Here's that cool little highlighter button. We're going to highlight the words that explain the main idea. Let's look. Hermit crabs may not look very pretty or seem very smart, but they seem to be very good at surviving. Okay. Hermit crabs must protect their soft bodies so they cannot be easily squished or become a tasty treat for other sea creatures. Oh, I like that. Hermit crabs make their homes inside empty shells of past critters. That seems like a detail. And just like humans, when a hermit crab outgrows its home, it moves into a larger home. The hermit crab shell house is an example of an adaptation. This is really interesting. I think that the main idea is about the protection of the hermit crab. So I'm gonna highlight this one. Hermit crabs must protect their soft bodies so they cannot be easily squished or become a tasty treat for other sea creatures. Oops, I didn't quite highlight it, did I? Oopsie. Look what I did. Undo. Okay, I'm trying to see. I've got my highlighter. There it is. Highlighter on. I think that worked. Okay, and then will it let me do this one too? I'm going to take both of those and try to do, let's do submit. Are you sure you want to submit? I'm going to say okay. Highlight it. Your work has been submitted. Now we're going to go on to page 9. It says watch it. Good reading. Now take a reading break and watch these cool videos about hermit crabs. Oh, I love choice. This gives me choices. It says look for their special physical features, traits, and adaptations. We could watch Crazy About Hermit Crabs. We could watch Secret of the Hermit Crab Home. We could watch Shell Surprise. Or we could watch Shell Exchange. Super fun. I'm going to choose a video to watch and take a little bit of a brain break. and then I'm going to now go on to the next page, click my arrow key after I do that. Now, I'm not going to keep going through all the pages, but I want you to know that this web quest is something that's not supposed to be done in just one day. You can sit down and explore this over some time. Don't feel like it has to be a get it all done, turn everything in, and do all the parts of it at once. Definitely take breaks in between. It's really just a fun way to do reading, but also explore information about the hermit crabs. If you have any questions, please email me and let me know if I can help you in any way. Can't wait to see you on Friday at our live class session. Thanks, guys.